John Affleck is here to share his tremendous story of transformation and what the glory story is all about.
By the age of 22, I've been in 9 prisons in the UK, and in all of those prisons I've been locked up in solitary confinement, stripped naked and chained up for violence. But at one time I recall, well, at that time you're locked up 24 hours a day in solitary confinement. All you had in the cell during the day was a Bible. And I picked up the Bible and tried to read it on a number of occasions, but I couldn't. And I recall on one occasion I threw the Bible to the floor in frustration, and I remember shouting, "Who can understand that book?"
Your mission now is to take this story, the glory story of the Word of God, and to make it accessible and understandable to people that might not learn in the traditional forms or fashions.
But when I first became a Christian, all I did for 5 years was read the Bible. That's all I did day and night for 5 years. That's literally all I did was read the Bible. And I found it very difficult to understand. And I went to charity. I had lots of different translations, and I went to charity shops. I think you guys call them thrift stores.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And I bought all the little children's picture Bibles, and I read them, and I learnt the stories. And then I started to connect some of the stories together for myself, and I was quite pleased with that. But the end result being 16 years later, we have the Glory Story DVD set, which is an overview of the whole Bible. It tells the Bible in one story. From Genesis to Revelation, there's one story through the Bible. It's on 2 DVDs, the Old Testament and the New Testament. All the books, oh, there's a clip there. All the books are joined together in chronological order to tell just one story.
Wow. And is this available, what is it, in over 50 countries, and how many languages?
It's being used in, I see the subtitles are on there. It's not necessarily with subtitles, you can turn them on or off. It's in over 50 different countries, church groups, etc., missionaries use it. It's in 21 or 22 different languages now, the glory story or parts thereof. It's on TV in over 20 countries, 7 broadcast it right across the Middle East in various languages. But we run a seminar called the Chronological Bible Survey, where we teach the whole Bible in 3 hours. We go to church groups, usually on a Saturday. We teach the Old Testament from 11 o'clock until 1 o'clock, where we break for lunch, and we teach the New Testament in the afternoon.
Yeah. So to kind of get the big picture using the chronological approach has made a difference in your life.
Absolutely, yeah. The Bible becomes a book that can be understood. I'm passionate that every Christian should at least have the opportunity to learn the Bible as one story. It's my goal that sometime in the future, that every time a Bible is sold, regardless of whatever language it's in, there should be a DVD of the glory story or a similar resource, so that people can learn the big picture of the Bible, and then as they go into learning the Bible, they know where it all fits.
Right. That's fantastic. That's wonderful.
On the New Testament DVD, we chronologically date the book of Acts. So as you come through the book of Acts and the life of Paul, there's animated maps, and you can see where Paul wrote his letters, and that gives the student an immediate background of what was happening to Paul when he wrote his letters, and so therefore gives an insight into the letters. We also include and chronologically date the Roman emperors as we come through the story, and it's just really helpful for the end user.
A good understanding.
Yeah, but